Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. I'm in the process of super insulating this post frame wood shop, and yesterday I completed the thermal breaks. You can go see that video to see what that's all about. But today I'm going to install these pokey stabby things in all of these openings. And what these pokey stabby things are Insul-Hold insulation support systems. And that consists of a long strip of these medieval looking arrows. And what you do is you install a strip of that inside of a big opening like this. This one will go right here. It'll go from the top all the way to the bottom. And once that's in, you fold out these arrows and you impale your insulation on that, just like this. And that way you can use 2-foot insulation, 2 feet wide, in a big 8-foot opening like this. What I've done is stapled one edge, and because of that, I did not center this first one. This one is 15 inches over, but after that, this is where the end of that one comes. After that, I go right on the center with the next one, and that comes out to 15 inches for the first one and 34.5 inches for the second one. And then it's the same thing coming over from the other side. These ones on the back are going to be a bit different because those are 9-foot openings. I'm going to have to figure that out when I get to it. But this one and those two actually, all 4 of the bays here and all 4 of the bays here are the same. The areas with a window or a diagonal brace are going to start and stop a little bit different, but they're going to have the same spacing. What I'm going to do now, I made this jig, and all it is a piece of dowel rod, and I just use a couple clamps to hold it in place. I'm going to make some marks on the floor. These are all 148 inches. I believe that's correct. This is 12 feet, but we're going to be going up beyond the truss up there. So I'm going to mark the length of these and cut a whole bunch of them and then start installing them in these big open bays. And then when I get to the one with windows, I'm going to stop, recalculate, and then get those cut and then move on from there. All right, I stretched out my tape measure, got a pencil mark on the ground at 0 and another one at 148. Now I can get rid of this tape measure and just pull this stuff out, weight the end, come back here, cut it, and install it. I don't know if I should pre-cut these or not. I'll try that first, and if that's not working out, I can always just pull one out, cut it, and install it. Okay, I have the Insul-Hold cut for 4 of these bays, and there's an inconsistency with the lengths. I got 7 full strips, and then this was the remainder, and then on the next roll, I got 8 full strips with this as the remainder. This roll was longer than this roll. I don't know how long this roll is going to be. I hope it's real long because I might run short. What I got to do now is figure out how much I need for these 2 bays and then double it, get that cut, and I'll see what I got left over. I'll figure out this back stuff, and hopefully I don't have to order more of this stuff. I've already gotten 5 boxes, and it's fairly expensive. Okay, I got my lines marked. The most important is the bottom and the top, but I wanted some in between so I can see what I'm doing because I have to work my way up. When I cut these, the bottom has the hole in exactly the right place, and then I work my way up. I believe it's like 2 or 3 before the next one has a hole in the right place. I work my way all the way up, and then I drill a couple holes and put more screws in. And then I actually put a couple screws in along the edge of the opening where the stabby thing is after I bend the stabby thing out. So I'll show you what I'm talking about with one of them, and then we'll blast ahead and get a bunch of these in. Okay, this bottom one, I just find out where my mark is and toss that one in. Then I'll work my way up. There's no hole in the first girt, so we'll go to the second one, pull it nice and tight, and screw it right to the line. The third hole that falls on a girt is on the very next girt. But I want to stretch this out and make sure it's centered correct, which it is, and then bada bing, bada boom. Then I got to work my way up to the top for the next hole, I believe. Yep. Well, I think I found a better way of installing these than the way I did it on here. What I did on these was I just used the pre-drilled holes until I got to the top, and then I came back and drilled holes, and then later on, once I folded these out, I used the opening for another screw. I didn't want to open these up before I needed to, but I think what I'm going to do now is just use the pre-drilled holes all the way up and then fold out whatever ones I need and then get another screw in. I'll just have to be careful not to poke myself with the ones that are folded out like that. Okay, so I have 3 more to put in this bay and then 8 more on them 2 bays, and I figured out that I need 8 58-inch ones above the windows and 8 38-inch ones below the windows. And then once we get to these diagonals, everything is a little more complicated. We have one at 112 and then 83, 57, 28, and then the ones on the bottom, of course, are all different. This leftover piece is actually the right size. It's right around 8 feet, so I can use it there. This stuff is going to take a while, so I'm not really sure how far I'm going to be able to get today. I'm hoping to get both sides completely done, but we'll see on that. Okay, so here's what happened. I started this job 5 days ago and I got pretty far. It got late though. I got the bays by the windows done and it was dark out already, so I just quit and then started up the next day, did a little bit. I did some cutting, and that's when this plywood showed up. You've seen that in the video, but right after that plywood showed up, I had to run to town. I got all this stuff. This is for the ceiling. I got girts and what else? These are the ceiling joists for the little room there, and the plywood is the walls in here. I also picked up the last of the insulation, and there's a bunch of insulation down there as well. That's for a different wall. So it's 5 days later. Today, I got these last 3 walls done. So the job is done. All of the pokey stabby strips, the Insul-Hold, are in, and I'll open them up as I go around. But the next step is the fiberglass batts, and I'll be starting that tomorrow. So the end of this video is long overdue. So if you want to see the fiberglass batts going in, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and/or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.